All right, folks, welcome everybody to the next set of races. It is the finals in round one of the Meco FMSCI National Karting Championship 2022, the Rotax Max Challenge India Series. Well known in global motorsports, go-karting is the start point for all race car driving aspirants. This is where the biggest of biggest names in Formula One history. I mean, it is the highest honor in four-wheeler motorsports. And the biggest names start off in small go-kart tracks around the globe like these. It's great to see our country going forward and building a platform for these young kids and giving them an opportunity to showcase their talents and build themselves. It's the round one. We've got the finals of the Micro Max category. It's going to be a 12-lap race to the finish line. Let's take a quick look at our grid. Starting off in pole is kart number 17th, Ishant Venkatesan for M Sport Racing. He finished the pre-finals in first. In P2 is kart number 11, Nikhilesh Raju for Peregrine Racing. In P3 is kart number 25, Anuj Arun for M Sport Racing. In P4 is Zefan on kart number 13 for Rayo Racing. In P5 on kart number 3 is Yug Jain for Erdas Racing. In P6 is kart number 10, Aditya Suresh Kamath for Biral ART India. Starting off row 4 in P7 is kart number 21, Yatharth Gaur. In P8 is kart number 22, Rishik R. Reddy for Biral ART India. In P9 is kart number 19, Danish for Crest Motorsports. In P10 is kart number 18, Rivan Dev for Momentum Motorsports. In P11 is kart number 2, Hridyan Patel for Erdas Racing. In P12 is kart number 7, Rehan Khan for Momentum Motorsports. And closing the 13 kart grid is kart number 24, Timaya on kart number 24 for Peregrine Racing. That's our 13 kart grid. It's going to be 12 laps. The start order is basis the finish order of the pre-finals. After a stunning victory, Ishant is the pole man, where all the 2 laps, one for the warm-up and the other for the formation lap. This is as per the start sequence format for the National Go-Karting Championship. It is imperative for the drivers to maintain their grid positions as per the start order. 12-lap race. Looks like Ishant Venkatesan for M Sport Racing has started his 2022 championship tally on an absolute high. These are the junior Micro Max karts, the 8 BHP karts. The 2-stroke engines are really beautiful and something to listen to on the main straight here at the Meco Kartopia. Looks like the weather has changed yet again. It's again gotten a little warmer, current temperature about 25 degrees Celsius. Humidity is definitely increased. It's safe to say the drivers are going to feel the heat under those race leathers. Can Ishant Venkatesan continue his dominance through this round one? Or will Nikhilesh, Zefan, Anuj Arun, Aditya, Yug Jain have something else to say about it? Stay tuned, folks. We're going to find out all this and more in the next 12 laps. The race awaits in the Micromax class. These are youngsters, young school kids under 11 years of age, standing by for racing. Great start for the M Sport Racing team for their team championship tally. They've had two drivers kick off a massive lead for them. Nikhilesh Raju starts the championship tally in the top order for Peregrine Racing. And Zafan Ardeshar for Rio Racing kicks in their championship tally. That's our top three in the championship order. We are in the finals of round one of the Meco FMSCI National Karting Championships 2022. The drivers are ready. Get yourself a nice cup of tea. We're going to have some fine racing from these youngsters. Don't let their age or size fool you. They are fierce competitors and they know everything that is there to know about racing. Very, very crucial for them to be winning races, to be in the top order of the championship. There we see them lining up. All eyes on cart number 17, cart number 11. The lead start. And they're off. Lights are off. It's a great start there. Number 11 moving down into P3 at the moment. Number 17 coming under pressure from Anuj Arun. Anuj definitely looking to make a comeback here. It is going to be a fun race. 12 laps to go to the checkered flag. And it is number 17 that leads the charge. Number 25 has managed to get ahead of number 11. And there's a surprise turn of events. Yug Jain, cart number 3 for Eddas Racing, has managed to move up into podium contention for the first time this round. What a fantastic drive from him. He's been consistently in that P5, P6. This time around, he's used that start order to move from P5 into P3. Great start for Yug Jain as well. They're into the final couple of corners as our race leaders take the fast right-hander, turn 13 into the main straight. Anuj Arun manages to get ahead of Ishan Venkatesan. Ishan, we've seen this before and we're going to see this again. Nikhilesh manages to get ahead of Yug Jain and move into podium contention. So there we see Anuj, Ishant, Nikhilesh in the top 3. Yug Jain coming under pressure from Aditya for Biral ART India. Yug Jain not going to go down without a fight. He's going to keep a very tight defensive line, as we can see going into that turn 5. They're coming onto that short straight patch before the blind turn 6. It's a quick left-hander into turn 7, a quick right-hander. They're into the final sector. Turn 10, 11 into turn 12. And finally coming into turn 13 as Anuj Arun for M Sport Racing. It's the battle of the teammates. They've got 10 laps remaining to the checkered flag. Yug Jain still holding fort comfortably in that P4, but coming under pressure from Aditya, who's managed to get ahead. There's cart number 10, who's gotten ahead of Yug Jain into P4. Points and valuable points in the taking here. There's a two-way battle for P6. These young drivers pushing those Rotax Max carts to the very limit, ouncing and pulling every bit of that A to PHP in that kitty. They've got some work to do. Looks like our top three are bunching up for what is going to be an amazing fight to the checkered flag. Teammates in the pits, but on the track they are fierce rivals. Looks like Aditya has managed to steer clear of Yug Jain in P4, and he is moving ahead. There we see our top three contenders. There's card number 10, Aditya in P4, Yug Jain in P5, card number 21 getting ahead of card number 13. There's a fight between Yatharth and Zefan for P6. Out in the front, it is shaping up to be a three-way fight to the top order, the top step in the podium. So far, smooth sailing for all the cards here. Great to see that, especially in such a packed grid, 13 cards altogether. This is the Micro Max category. If you've just tuned in, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round one. We're in the finals of the Micro Max category. Coming live to you from a very unpredictable Bengaluru. This is the Meco Kartopia, a 1.3 kilometer go-kart track out here in the suburbans, about 35 kilometers of the city center of Bengaluru. In the front, Anuj still holding forward. He's managed to inch a little further away from Ishant at the moment. Ishant Venkatesan on looking at that rear bumper of Anuj Arun. Nikhilesh holding forward steady in that P3 for Peregrine Racing. So as it stands, it's two M Sport carts in the front running, with the Peregrine Racing cart in P3. That's a top order as it stands. In P4, we've got Aditya for Biral ART India. In P5 is Yug Jain on cart number 3 for Erdas Racing, who's coming under pressure from Zefan and Yatharth Gaur. There's our race leaders going on the main straight. Incredible to see the action unfold. I mean, it's beautiful to see the driver's body language on these carts. It's like they want more power out of these carts, and they know they can do so much more. They're literally using their body to push their cart forward. Seems like we are going, it's a mix of the Flintstones age. As far as lap times are concerned, is Anuj Arun, leading the chart with a 102.904. So far through this weekend, we've seen the best timing in that 101 sector. None of them still shaping up in that 101. Card number 17, Ishan tucking his head into the steering wheel, trying to reduce the drag from the wind gusts here on this main straight. He's trying to be as aerodynamic as possible. They're coming into a very interesting section of this track. Anuj Arun definitely will be coming under pressure from this Ishant and Nikhilesh. Hopes are high for Peregrine Racing here. Yug Jain doing a fine job there in that P5. He was coming under pressure from Yatharth and Zefan. Yatharth Gaur racing for Leapfrog Racing on cart number 21. Zefan racing for Rayo Racing on cart number 13. In a lonesome P4 is Aditya for Biral ART India. 5 laps remaining to the checkered flag. And Anuj Arun doing everything he can to keep them at bay. Ooh, slightly wide coming out of that turn 2 for Anuj Arun, costing him. It's a 3-way battle into this turn 4. Ishan trying to get into that inside line. He manages to make it work. He's got his front wheels ahead of both Anuj and Nikhilesh, but Nikhilesh coming to the outside at that turn 5. Who is it going to be? It's a 3-way fight. Oh, fantastic move there from Nikhilesh. He managed to take both Anuj and Ishant at the moment. What a fantastic move there from Nikhilesh for Peregrine Racing. I mean, clearly class action racing from Nikhilesh. Anuj Arun definitely coming under pressure from Ishant. Both of them going head to head into the final couple of corners. They're coming into turn 12 at the moment. Who's it going to be? As it stands, Nikhilesh doing a fine job, and he's managed to stay clear ahead of the rest of the pack here. Clearly, as far as lap times are concerned, he is the quickest amongst the trio at the moment, with a 1:03.315. Ishant and Anuj going head to head into the P2. What's going to be even more fun is that Aditya, who's also been quite dominating through yesterday, coming into that P4, is also joining into this podium contention. He's got his eyes set on the horizon, and he wants to be in the top step on the podium. So it looks like it's going to be a three-way fight into that top order. Fine racing we're seeing here. Our race leaders going head to head on what is going to be a dramatic couple of ending laps here at Meco Kartopia. Nikhilesh on cart number 11 for Peregrine Racing, vigorously shaking his head as he came onto that main straight. We're seeing the blue flag for cart number 7. The front runners have reached the back markers. I mean, clearly shows the pace that the front runners are carrying. 12 laps all in all to the checkered flag, and we've seen a dramatic turn of events. I mean, Peregrine Racing clearly showing their dominance here through the three classes. I mean, it's fantastic to see the development of these young kids. And Nikhilesh on an absolute high. I mean, he's clearly stretching away. He's the only one in that 102 sector at the moment with a 102.962. Ishant, Anuj right behind with a 103.514 and a 103.156. Aditya, in fact, is quicker amongst the trio, and looks like Aditya will definitely be looking to make a move in this final couple of laps. We're coming into the penultimate lap as our race leader and the front runners come onto the main straight. Bumper to bumper, Ishan going very defensive into the turn 1 into the inside line. He slams the door shut on Anuj Arun at the moment. He knows what's at stake. He wants to be ahead of Anuj in the championship order. Anuj Ishant quickly looking left and right to see where Anuj is placed. A very tight defense from Ishant Venkateshan. I mean, it is going to take a mammoth task for Anuj to break that defense of Anuj. Aditya joining the party here in what is a three-way fight to the checkered flag. We're down to the penultimate lap. This is the Micro Max class. Children under the age of 11 years showing us how to race. Welcome everybody to round 1 and the final race of the Meco FMSCI National Karting Championship 2022. Nikhilesh has managed to get a fantastic lead out in the front. Number 11 stretching that lead into the final lap. Ishant Venkateshan coming into P2. But what's this? There is more drama happening in that P3 fight at the moment. It's Aditya from Biral ART India who's managed to get ahead on cart number 10 with Anuj Arun, who started the pre-finals in pole, finished the first race in third, and now he's out of podium contention. I mean, this is not the way things were expected for the M Sport Racing, but you know what they said, never say never in racing. And we're down to the final half of this 12-lap race, the final lap, the final few corners. Out in the front, it's smooth sailing for Nikhilesh. Number 11, he was looking very strong through Friday's practice and through yesterday's qualifying session. He did top the qualifying charts, and he's showing us how it's done. He's through a couple of back markers, but it's Nikhilesh Raju for Peregrine Racing. I mean, job well done. Take a bow, Nikhilesh. What a fantastic job. In P2 is cart number 17, and in P3, waving the hand, is cart number 10, Aditya for Biral ART India. In P4, settling for that P4 and out of podium contention for M Sport Racing is Anuj Arun, definitely not the way he had expected things to go, but he's got to settle for that fourth and take those valuable points. What a fantastic race from our top 5. Nikhilesh Raju for Peregrine Racing on car number 11 takes a win with a best time of 102.258 in P2. Car number 17, Ishad Venkatesan for M Sport Racing with a 102.587. And in P3 is Aditya Suresh Kamath for Biralaya India with the best time of 102.844. In P4, settling for that fourth is Anuj Arun. And in P5, it's car number 21, Yatat Gaur. That's our top 5, folks, in the final race of round 1 of the Meco FMSCI National Karting Championship 2022. This was the Micro Max category, and what a fantastic race it was. What a fun race. Let us know what you thought about this very race and what these young children have shown us. Stay tuned. We're going to be up with 2 more fierce races. Up next, we've got the Junior Max Series, the 11 to 14-year-olds racing their hearts out. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Alrighty, everybody, welcome and welcome one and all. It's 11:45 a.m. on the clock. It's the 17th of July, and we're out here racing our hearts out at the Meco Kartopia, Bengaluru. We promised an exciting round one at the Meco FMSCI National Karting Championship 2022, and it's safe to say that we are delivering. We got two more races for the weekend. This is the finals of the Junior Max class. And we're ready for some prime racing action coming up just for you. These are the Junior Max Rotax go-karts, the 14 bhp go-karts. The start order is basis the finish order from the pre-finals, and the drivers are ready. Age groups between 11 to 14 years of age. So they are kids, teenagers, learning the art of four-wheeler racing right here. And the only way to do it is actually go head-to-head with the best in the country. This is the national championship after all. And we're seeing some great competition slowly coming out. Let's take a quick look at our grid. Starting off in pole is number 55, Ishan Madesh, after having a stunning pre-final race for Peregrine Racing. In P2 is card number 27, Anshul Shivakumar for Biral ART India. In P3 is number 46, Sai Shiva for M Sport Racing. In P4 is card number 33, Arjun Chedda for Crest Motorsports. In P5 is card number 29, Shreya Lohia for M Sport Racing. In P6 is card number 43, Aditya Arvind. Starting off row 4, in P7 is card number 44, Ranveer Singh for Biral ART India. In P8 is card number 52 for Hana Singh for Leapfrog Racing. In P9 on card number 47 is Varun Hari Praveen for Peregrine Racing. In P10 on card number 36 is Nikhilesh Raju for Peregrine Racing. In P11, starting off row 6, is card number 30, Veda Vishnu on card number 30 for M Sport Racing. In P12 is card number 42, Siddhartha Roy. In P13 is the card number 50, Aditya Suresh for Biral ART India. In P14 is card number 37, Sharavan. In P15, starting off row 8, is card number 28, Shrilly Mistry. And closing the 16 card grid is Abhayam on card number 45. There you go, folks, the 16 card grid ready for takeoff. The teams are out here all on this start grid lane. Teams are ready, drivers are ready, and we are ready for racing. Log into Race Monitor for all our live racing updates, the timing updates. You get to have a first-hand experience what's going on this 16 card grid. Get yourself some beverage to sit back, kick back, and enjoy the race from the comfort of your homes. We're bringing all the live coverage from the Meco Kartopia, Bengaluru. Some fierce competitors, some fierce teams. Perfect combination for a perfect racing weekend. We have drivers who've traveled from across the country, 50 plus participants for round one, 10 plus teams, all of them starting their championship tally. Stay tuned, folks. We got racing action coming up right about now. It's going to be a 14-lap race to the checkered flag. All 16 carts accounted for. Teams are having a quick chat with their drivers, wishing them the very best for the finals in the Junior Max category of round one of the Meco FMSCI Indian National Karting Championship 2022, the Rotax Max Challenge India Series. Stay tuned for start sequence. "14 laps, the 3 minutes board coming out. The team are having a final chat with their drivers. Last minute strategy check. I mean, ideal conditions for racing today. The weather gods have been very, very merciful on us. Yesterday was just a complete turn of events with the rain pouring down on us. It's become a lot more warmer this time around. Temperature about 25 during the afternoon. Board is out. The teams will have to be stepping out of the grid lane right about now. Yes, the whistles are on cue. It's time for racing, ladies and gentlemen. And as far as the karting regulations go, it's a rolling start in the National Karting Series. One warm-up lap and one formation lap, and then we have a race start. "60 seconds to start sequence. Yanishan Madesh it was an absolute stunning form starting from that pole. Make it a double this weekend. I'm pretty sure we're going to see some heated battle coming in from Anshul, Sai, Arjun, Shreya, and Aditya. I mean, if it's anything like the last race, Anshul and Sai would be looking to close up that gap with Ishan Madesh, because by now they're pretty sure how quick Ishan can be out there in the front. I mean, the key strategy would be to actually catch up and put their front tire at the entry of that turn 1. All right, we're ready for start sequence. We have ignition. Carts are ready. Green flag waved. The start sequence is on. This is the Junior Max category. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to quickly look at our grid. Once again, in pole is cart number 55, Ishan Madesh, racing his heart out from that P1 for Peregrine Racing. In P2 is Anshul. In P3 is cart number 46 for Sai Shiva. In P4 is Arjun on cart number 33. In P5 is Shreya Lohia. In P6 is Aditya. In P7 is Ranveer Singh. In P8 is Hanar Singh. In P9 is Varun Hari on card number 47. In P10 is Nikhilesh Raju on card number 36. In P11 is card number 30, Veda Vishnu. In P12 is card number 42, Siddhartha Roy. In P13 is card number 50, Aditya Suresh. In P14 is Sharavan on card number 37. In P15 is card number 28, Shriley Mistry. In P16, and closing the 16 card grid from row 8 is card number 45, Abhay. That's our top 16. That's our starting order. And the carts are here for the formation lap. Watch out for cart number 55. Those Rotax go-karts screaming and shouting as we speak. Let's not forget, during this warm-up and formation lap, it is imperative for the drivers to maintain their grid positions. Defaulting this would lead to a restart of the race. Drivers are very well and they're eager to go racing, so it's safe to say that we're going to see some fine drama racing coming up just for you. Log into Race Monitor for all the live timing updates. Welcome everybody to round 1 and the finals of the Junior Max series in the Meco FMSCI National Karting Championship 2022. The teams are on standby, the pit crew on standby, our marshals are on standby, the stewards are on standby, and it's time for racing action as they come into the final corner. At the main straight, the red lights are on. Maintaining that position is imperative. They're all on that main straight. Number 55 needs to be ahead of cart number 27. And they're coming down, maintaining pace, and they're off. A great start there for the number 55. I mean, he's a rocket ship waiting to launch. Number 27 and number 46 following closely behind into the turn 2. Number 55 looking no further. He's not wasting any time. He's coming into the turn 4 hard on those brakes. Number 27, Anshul, right behind number 46, coming under pressure. He's moved into P4 and out of podium contention at the moment. Oh no, that is disaster for Sai Shiva at the moment with Arjun Chadha moving up the order into podium contention. We see one of the cards spinning out here at turn 4. Not the best day at the office for the card that is spun off here at turn 4. Yellow flags at this section, which means no overtaking around this corner. Out in the front, we're coming to the end of lap 1. 13 laps remaining. Ishan charging forward with card number 27. Anshul right behind number 33. Arjun Chedda for Crest Motorsports in P3. Sai in P4. Card number 46 trying to put pressure at turn 4 here. Let's not forget it's a no overtaking section. Number 45 there could be under investigation for probably overtaking at that turn 4. Looks like the grid is definitely stretching out as we speak. Out in the front, Ishan Madesh, number 55 for Peregrine Racing, leading the charge and setting the momentum here. In P2 is on a lonesome P2 is Anshul, but out there's a heated battle between Arjun and Sai at the moment. It's a two-way battle for P3, and looks like Arjun Chedda is doing everything he can to keep number 46 at bay. Going very, very tight at that turn 4, keeping a very defensive line. This is also enabling the rest of the pack to catch up to this two-way fight for P3, which could turn into a massive shootout. They're into that blind turn 6. Oh, there's cart number 52 that has stopped. Disaster day for car number 52. He's lost some momentum. Looks like he's lost momentum here. He seems to be accelerating, but his car is not moving. The team order, Anshul being told that he needs to push. Card number 27, Anshul Shivakumar for Biraleati, India. I mean, the hopes of that team championship and the individual championship riding on this young man. Out in the front, it's a repeat from the pre-finals, as Ishan Madesh secures himself very well in that P1. Looks like Sai has managed to get into podium order here in P3 at the moment, but he's definitely under pressure from 6 carts right behind him. They're all following like a train at the moment. We got a lot of laps remaining and a lot of racing left to do. Number 52. Not looking very happy. That's Hana Singh for Leapfrog Racing. Number 55 leading the charge. Anshul definitely struggling a little bit for momentum at the moment. Last time around, Ishan was leading the charge with a 57.091. He's so close to enter into that 56. That's a very, very fast lap from Ishan Madesh there. Number 27 for Biraleati, Anshul in P2. Number 46, Sai for M Sport Racing, right behind Arjun Chadha for Crest Motorsports. We got Abhay, Shreya, Aditya and Varun in that mix, trying to catch up to Sai at the moment. Sai definitely inching further away from the rest of the pack there. There's a two-way battle happening for P4 at the moment. Oh, there's a lot of carts right behind in that P4, P5, P6 and so on. 6 carts all together. That's our top 9 all together here. There's our race leader on the main straight, followed by Anshul, Sai. Number 29 has managed to get ahead of Arjun Chedda at the moment. At number 29, Shreya Lohia for M Sport Racing. Ishan Madesh looking very comfortable in that cockpit of his Rotax Max kart. Ishan doing a fine job out there in the front for Peregrine Racing. Right behind is Anshul. Anshul still not able to close that gap with Ishan at the moment. I mean, this is fantastic racing from Ishan. Not a foot put wrong. Last time around, Ishan clocked in another quickest 56.927. Our race leaders crossing the main straight. Number 45 has moved up into P4 at the moment. That's Abe M racing for Biral ART India. There's our top four coming into turn 4, moving into turn 5. Look at the traffic coming into this mid sector. P4, P5, P6, P7, P8 and P9. That's in the top 9 there, folks. Definitely a battle to watch out for. Anshul trying to catch up with Ishan Madesh at the moment. Still not close enough to make a fight just yet. In fact, Ishan has managed to stretch the lead even further. Number 27, Ishan tucking his helmet in, desperately pushing his Rotax Max car to the very limit. The fight for P4 rages on as Arjun Cheddar regains the lead into P4, but there's a four-way fight happening for P4, P5 at the moment. I mean, it's really, really fun to watch the action unfold. Out in the front, Ishan still looking very, very comfortable. We see, oh, in that last sector, one of the carts have spun off. There's one sector where there's a yellow flag being waved. Looks like we have all green all throughout. We're back to racing. Number 55 looking as dominant as ever. Anshul Shivakumar. Sai Shiva Makesh. Number 45 ABM. Number 33 Arjun Chedda. Number 44 Ranveer Singh. Into turn 4, hard on the brakes. Steering hard into that hairpin corner. Sliding out as they come out. They're in that slow, sharp hairpin at that turn 5. Going into the blind turn 6. Sweep left-hander. Into turn 7. Is a quick right-hander. Turn 8 into a sharp U-turn at that turn 9. And another left-hander at the turn 10, 11, 12 and down to the main straight. Ishan Madesh looking very, very dominant with 5 laps remaining. It's safe to say that the grid is certainly stretched out. Lap times are definitely proving to compound over the last 9 laps. Ishan Madesh definitely putting the hammer down and putting in that work. He's taking it slightly easier this lap around. He knows he's got a good enough lead, a comfortable lead. Needs to manage that tire wear too. Definitely a champion in the making. What a fantastic start to round 1. As our race leader crosses the start line with 4 laps remaining. Anshul Shivakumar for Biral ART India. Number 46, Sai Shiva Makesh for M Sport Racing. Abe M, number 45, in P4 for Biral ART India. Number 33 for Crest Motorsports, Arjun Chedda. Soon to be coming under pressure from Ranveer Singh, card number 44. Our race leader looking very, very comfortable. Welcome everybody to what is turning out to be a fantastic round one here at the Meco Kartopia Bengaluru. This is the first round of the Meco FMSCI National Karting Championship 2022. We've been here since Friday and it's a fantastic race weekend. We're about 35 kilometers off the city center of Bengaluru, and we've had some fine racing action through the weekend. We're witnessing the live racing action of the Junior Max class. And what a stupendous performance from Ishan Madesh for Peregrine Racing, card number 55, showing us how it's done. I mean, it is quite tricky to manage these go-karts, especially at the pace that they're carrying. You turn in too hard, you could spin off. You turn in too light, you could cause an understeer and run off. You turn in slightly more than what is required, and you could drift or slide further in than required, costing you precious horsepower. Such a tricky machine to handle. But this is the best way to be learning the art of four-wheeler racing. I mean, it doesn't get better than this. These are best-in-class Rotax go-karts. They're quick. They're agile. And they're a lot of fun. Ishan Madesh catching up to one of the back markers out here on the main straight. Going into the last lap. Blue flag being waved to one of the back markers. In P2 is Anshul Shivakumar for Biraliati India. In P3 is card number 46. Sai Shiva Makesh. Sai Shiva definitely trying to close the gap between him and Anshul at the moment. This is the closest I've seen him in this later part, in the second half of this 14-lap race. He's definitely closing the gap between him and Anshul at the moment. Can he make a fighting finish to that checkered flag? Maybe if there was another lap, but Anshul quickly regaining a little bit of momentum in that final sector. There we have it, folks. We're into the final corner. Number 55 for Peregrine Racing. Take a bow, young man. What a fantastic drive from Ishan Madesh, making it as his second win this weekend. In P2 for Biraliati India is card number 27, Anshul Shivakumar. In P3, on card number 46 for M Sport Racing is Sai Shiva Makesh with a fantastic drive. He came under pressure from Arjun Chadha and the rest of the pack, but he managed to fight them off and finish on the top order of the podium. In that P4 is card number 45, Abhay M. And in P5 is card number 33, Arjun Chadha for Crest Motorsports. That's our top 5, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a fantastic race, both the pre-finals and the finals. And looks like it is a repeat. It's a double for our top 1, 2, and 3. Ishan Madesh for Peregrine Racing takes a double win. Card number 27 for Biraliati India makes it a double second. And in P3 making it his double third for round 1 of the Junior Max class is card number 46, Sai Shiva for M Sport Racing. That's our top 3, folks. It's a double, and what a fantastic race this was. Let us know what you thought about the race. We're definitely seeing the making of a champion. Ishan Madesh putting everything in order this round. He came in form, he saw, and he conquered. Take a bow, Ishan Madesh. That was job well done. From start to finish, fantastically driven. Clearly ahead of the pack. Definitely kudos to Anshul and Sai Shiva. Many congratulations to our top 3. Fantastic racing from all 3 of them. Stay tuned, folks. We got the final race of the weekend. It's the senior class, and one of the most exciting classes. Is the biggest category at the Meco FMSCI National Karting Championship 2022. The most powerful go-karts here at Meco Kartopia. Stay tuned. We got 16 laps of pure racing action coming up right next.